everyone, and thank God it's Wednesday. I am Dayo Ulujo, and welcome to Morning Briefing on Aspheric TV. Good morning, Uncle Mustilala.
Good morning, Dayo.
How's the night?
No, it was okay, fantastic.
Oh, that's cool. Well, let's now go to top happenings making headlines in front pages of Nigeria's dailies. The Guardian. According to The Guardian, the near-term inflation outlook appears increasingly unpredictable as the petrol shortage crisis and the rising of cost of diesel have added to other challenges, driving up prices of essential commodities in the country. Vanguard. Fresh facts emerged yesterday on how the Inspector General of Police IGP Usman Al-Khali Baba and Chairman Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA Brigadier General Buba Marwa met at Force Headquarters Abuja to decide the fate of the suspended commander of the Police Force Intelligence Response Team DCP Abba Kyari over his involvement in a 25 kg cocaine deal, according to Vanguard. The Nation. Well, The Nation reports that whether the All Progressives Congress APC convention will hold on February 26 remained hazy last night. A crucial meeting between President Muhammadu Buhari and governor elected at the platform of the party to fine-tune the zoning and other matters in the convention failed to hold. Daily Trust. Commuters and motorists are lamenting as the scarcity of petrol bites harder across the country. Daily Trust reports findings reveal that a litre is sold for as high as 600 naira per litre at the parallel of black markets in Abuja instead of between 162 naira and 165 naira. Right now we're going to a quick break, and when we come back we'll get to give you the story in details and also analyze them. Welcome back, everybody. Uncle Mustilala,
Yeah.
don't you think the hike in fuel price is getting terrible as the day goes by?
Well, we have said it times without number here that look, everything about livelihood in Nigeria, the economy, everything is tied down to the fuel, understand? And little adjustments, upward adjustments, would have adverse effect on the livelihood of Nigerians, and that is exactly what is happening now. Understand? You know, this time around it's even more chaotic because government is not saying that we have hiked the price officially. You understand? What they are saying, the excuse they give is adulterated fuel imported into the country, and I think this is the second week now that
Yes.
they brought the adulterated, according to them. You understand? They said adulterated fuel were imported into the country. You understand? So, up to now, they have not been able to mop up the adulterated fuel, let alone to restock with new and a good one. So, you now discover that Nigerians are bearing the brunt, are paying high prices in virtually everything now. You talk about from transportation, which in turn is tied down to everything that is being done in a transaction that is done in Nigeria. Businesses, your movement up and down is tied down to fuel. Understand? Transportation costs, where it's normally like it has increased above 100% in some places. You understand? So Nigerians are suffering, and nobody has really come out apart from the last week's explanation by NNPC to say that, okay, that it's due to importation of bad fuel. They have not been able to come out to explain to Nigerians that, look, the suffering is just for the meantime. How many days it will take, or how many hours it will take, they have not been able to come out to assure Nigerians of end to the problem. That is the most pathetic part of it. You understand? Currently, all the fuel stations in Abuja, some are dispensing the fuel at in stations that have like 10 pumps. They are dispensing from only 1 or 2 pumps, meaning somehow the scarcity is carefully created. You understand? If you ask me, I would say, look, this is far beyond the explanation given by NNPC to say, okay, adulterated fuel were imported. Because if it is only about adulterated fuel that were imported, what happened to other fuel stations? At least they named some few major marketers that imported them. Up to now, no anything like any prosecution has been done about it. Nobody know what is happening. So all we are seeing now is that all the fuel stations in Abuja, Lagos are just there like that. So you understand? So the official price, which is 162 naira per liter, for you to get it at that this, you should be ready to sleep at the fuel station.
Yes, I saw that this morning when I left the house.
And if you decided to say, okay, you want to patronize the black market, which you are not even certain of the quality of what you are buying, it goes between 500 naira to 600 naira per liter. You understand? So take a commercial taxi, for instance, if they should buy at that 600 naira per liter, come on, they are in the business of transportation to make a profit. So you don't expect them to carry their passenger on that normal prices that they used to carry before. They will certainly adjust. So when they adjust upward review, the income is low, or your income is static, it's not increasing. So you understand how the people are becoming poorer. You understand? You are spending more than what you are earning. So you discover that feeding will suffer. We are talking about school fees of our children. So a lot of parents cannot be able to meet up.
Nigerians are really suffering.
Nigerians were suffering. You understand? And it's so sad that the agency responsible for this, they are not coming out to say, okay, give assurance to Nigerians to say, look, this thing, it will last for another 1 week. It will last for 2 weeks, a month. They are not telling us that. We are just like as if we are in a blind people moving without a direction.
Like we do not have leaders.
So it's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Really pathetic. Well, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has promised not to cover up any of its officials involved in the ongoing investigations into the alleged drug case linked to the embattled cop Abba Kyari. Well, according to reports, the spokesman of the agency, Femi Babafemi, made this known on Tuesday while reacting to a statement credited to the Nigerian Police Force. Well, however, he urged Nigerians to be patient on the ongoing investigations to unravel the mystery behind the drug case involving DCP Kyari. This case has really how would I put it? It has really done a lot to the name of Nigeria, to Nigeria Police Force, Nigeria Police Force, and the way Nigerians also think about Nigeria itself, and also the police. Of course, the police force before now had an axe to grind with Nigerians, because there are so many things that Nigerians feel about the police force.
It's our police.
Yes.
But if you ask me, I would say we don't have confidence in our own police itself.
And now it's
so it's becoming, and will you blame Nigerians? You understand? If we don't have confidence in our police, it's our police. They are there for us. They are people's police. You understand? But we don't believe in them. We don't have confidence in them. And why we don't have confidence in them is instead of to clear our doubt, to use something to clear our doubt, you now discover that they are buttressing what the perception Nigerians hold about them. You understand? DCP Abba Kyari is not a small person within the police hierarchy. At least from DCP, the next promotion would be Commissioner of Police, whereby he can be in charge of a state police. You understand? So you now discover that such person of high caliber of person, he has been enjoying command structure of within the police as head of IGP intelligence response team. He has been enjoying that for some years. You understand? Instead of using his office for something positive, although he has been doing that, but you know that bad incident will overshadow other good parts of him. You understand? He has been. It shows that he has been using his position as head of IRT for personal business, and not just personal business. Like for instance, when police officers are involved in importation of cars, officially they are not supposed to do that based on the ethics of their profession. But some of them are involved in importation of cars from Cotonou and some other places. But we're not talking about that this time around. We're talking about drug dealing. It means like it's like a kidnapper having a link with a police officer, whereby the police officer is providing protection for the kidnapper. That is what it means. I just use that one to
because that's the way it looks like.
To look like. You discover that DCP Abba Kyari, he himself, according to NDLA, said he has been involved with a global drug syndicate. You understand? So, if just as you don't understand Hausa, if you understand Hausa, that viral video released by NDLA, whereby he was seeing that footage that he was seen inside the car, conversing with NDLA official. He was negotiating with the NDLA officer that look, it's 25 kg of cocaine, but his boys will take 15 out of it. Then what they will tender as an exhibit is only 10. You understand? That is criminal intent. You understand? That is criminal. There's no two ways about it. We shouldn't sugarcoat it in any way. That is element of criminality. A police officer exhibiting element of criminality. It's a severe offense. It's severe offense that both the IGP and the office of the Attorney General of the Federation, they should come out clean over this matter. The IGP promised a thorough investigation. He has already been arrested and handed over to NDLA, and the NDLA too, they have already assured Nigerians that look, they will conduct a thorough investigation and they will not cover up. You understand? Nigerians are waiting to hear the outcome of the investigation. Remember, there was the case of Hush Puppy. Up to now, the Nigerians have not been told of the outcome of that committee set up by the IGP to investigate him. Up to now, that one happened in the last year. Up to now, nothing was heard about it. And during that suspension, Abba Kyari was still acting. He was under suspension, but he was still performing his policing duty, because according to the report, the NDLA report, he said he made the arrest. His boys made arrest in Akanu Biam airport in Enugu on 29 or so of January, between 25 to 29 of January. So it's a very serious case. Already the international communities, they are on it. They are watching us. So what we do with this case will determine our rating in terms of transparency and corruption.
Well, the Nigeria Police Force Disciplinary Committee has recommended the demolition of the demotion of the suspended commander of IRT DCP Abba Kyari to the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police. Well, according to the Punch, this was after the committee reviewed the report of the Special Investigation Panel that investigated Kyari over an indictment by an affidavit of the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation. One would think that they were going to strip him off.
Well, that is wrong. Instead of that one, now fall into a very serious crime again. So it means, from all indication, you understand, although FBI have already declared him wanted in the US, by the time he stepped out of Nigeria to any country that has a extradition treaty with the US, he can be arrested there and bundled to US. That is what it means. From that report of that committee, what it shows, Nigeria government is not ready to give him out to the US. That is what it means. So the question now is that, is his demotion from DCP to ACP stringent enough? Is it enough punishment for the level of offense he committed? If you ask me, I would say no, it's not stringent enough. You understand? First of all, his mate in the police, some of them are still CSPs, Chief Superintendent of Police. You understand? So he enjoyed accelerated promotion under IGP Idris Kutu. He enjoyed accelerated promotion. So when you demote him from DCP back to AC, it means he did not lose anything. He only came back to where he's supposed to belong. You understand? So which is not stringent enough. You understand? First of all, let's look at his crime, his offense. He had a relationship with a criminal, a fraudster, Hush Puppy, you understand, whereby he rendered services to Hush Puppy based on the authority of Hush Puppy. He used his office to arrest a Hush Puppy's ally in the criminal business, you understand, and he incarcerated him till when Hush Puppy carried out his intent, you understand. Is that one not serious offense? Come on, Dayo, let's look at it very well. Is it not a serious offense? You understand? So it's like police authority. When the Nigerians a lot of Nigerians don't have confidence in the police. This is part of it. You understand? It's like giving the guy a pat back to say, okay, you did wrong, but next time don't do it again. We are demoting you to where you supposed to belong. You understand? Which is not the punishment is not strong enough. You understand? If you ask me, I will say what is the due punishment for someone like him, a public officer that commits that kind of crime, is dismissal. He should be dismissed, send him to the US, to the FBI, let him clear his name there, and we will show to the international community that, look, we are a serious nation. We are not a nation whereby we condone corruption. You understand? But it's sitting here by somebody claim a police officer said you see him taking pictures with Hush Puppy, MC Olomo, and people of questionable characters. At the end of the day, all along there was no evidence to prove. But this time around, the evidence is not coming from Nigeria authority or from any institution within Nigeria, but it's coming from almighty FBI, and it's a different entity entirely. It's coming from them. You understand? The affidavit is coming from them that, look, his name was mentioned by Hush Puppy on so day. The transaction date, time, and everything were documented. You understand? And they are saying they are demoting that person to assist. It's like police now putting burden on themselves. You understand? Wherever such person goes, and as a senior police officer, that burden is on. It's not on him, but on the police. That's credibility, integrity, doubt is already there. So police should live by example. They should use him to show an example to the kind of policing that Nigerians desire.
Well, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Khali Baba, has denied shutting down satellite units of intelligence response team and special tactical squads across the country. Well, according to reports that we got, the IGP denied shutting the bases down through the acting force public relations of Officer Muiwa Adejobi. He said, and I quote, "The report is untrue. The IGP didn't shut IRT and tactical squads in the country." You know, we're discussing about that. So it's just a clarification on that. Well, another one. Former governor of the Jigawa State, Alhaji Sule Lamido, has said that Nigeria's future is in the hand of the People's Democratic Party. This is so political. Well, according to him, there will be a big trouble and the country may come to an end if the party loses in the forthcoming 2023 general elections. Well, Lamido stated this on Monday during a meeting of the National Working Committee (NWC) of the party with past governors and some zonal leaders of the party in Abuja. Well, is that God? It's so funny. Well, he said he had advised the federal government that the manner it was handling Kanu's case was not the best way, adding that the matter had become too big for Nigeria to handle. Well, leaving Kanu for now aside, him saying that sounds so political. How will you come out to say that Nigeria can be in great trouble if PDP don't come out for the presidential?
He is a politician, so and an avid critic of the present government, so you don't expect less from him. You understand? So invariably what he's saying is that the government today is a failure. You understand? APC, what he's saying in clear terms, APC is a failure and Nigerians are suffering. You understand? So, and as long as even PDP did not win in 2023, Nigerians should be ready to suffer more and the nation will collapse. That is what he's saying. But the fact is that Alhaji Sule Lamido failed to understand that, look, in between 1999 to 2015, which is about 16 years, PDP was in power. You understand? What is the difference? What difference? What are the differences that they were able to make? You understand? To me, their defeat in 2015. If you ask me, I will say, look, is Nigerians now pass vote of no confidence on them, so and that is why they now change their mandate to APC. So, if Sule Lamido is telling us that, look, APC is not good enough, and the destiny of Nigeria after 2023 is in the hands of PDP. So, were Nigerians faring good enough in between 1999 to 2015? The answer is before Nigerians. Ours here is to analyze, discuss, and analyze. You understand?
Yeah.
If you ask me, I will say, look, both PDP and APC, they are unserious. Nigerians have already tested PDP for 16 years, and now so far we are experiencing APC. So come 2023, Nigerians will now place the two parties, including another party that will place them on the table and study them and go for the best. Sorry that at times our best seems not to be good enough. You understand? So we had so much hope on the present administration. At the end of the day, what are we facing now? Cries everywhere. People are crying because of endemic suffering. Over 10 to 20 million Nigerians, according to World Bank, have slided into multi-dimensional poverty. When we're talking about multi-dimensional poverty, it's a kind of poverty that anything is expected. You know, the other poverty, which is also a normal poverty, is absence of good living. So, but this one, when poverty becomes multidimensional, it could take any form, you understand, including anarchy. You understand? So, according to the World Bank, Nigerians have slided into multidimensional poverty between 2016 to 2019. 20 million Nigerians. We might look at it as if that report was not was not research enough. You understand? But are we not going through that suffering now? So come 2023, Nigerians will place both APC and PDP and study them very well. I believe that it can never be worst again. We have seen the worst, and it can never be worst again. I just hope so.
I hope so. Well, Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has thrown his weight behind the option for a northern candidate to take over from President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023. I mean, the man who is on the presidential seat now is a northerner.
Yeah.
How will you be asking for a northerner again? According to Yahaya Bello, on Tuesday, the North Central deserves a shot at the presidency than the Southeast. Well, the governor made a submission while speaking with the State House correspondent in Abuja shortly after a meeting with the President Muhammadu Buhari. Though he agreed that both zones have not been too many chances at leading the nation, the Kogi State governor insisted that the North Central is more deserving of the post in 2023 and other regions should await their turn. Bello said this while countering the position of Waneze Ndibo for the 2023 presidency to be zoned to the Southeast for fairness and justice.
Well, Bello is trying to be economical with economical and at the same time selfish. You understand? Don't forget that he himself he has already signified his interest. You understand?
Yeah.
And his posters are everywhere. You understand? So what he's saying is like, give us this thing because of himself. You understand? Which is selfish. You understand? So it seems not to, the way politicians reason is different from the way the situation is in the larger outside world. You understand? What they reason is purely what the sycophants around them tell them. You understand? What the sycophants tell them again is in line with the minds of their principals. You understand? So he's now talking. Probably people have assured him outside there that look, you are popular. It's you that you will want. And the people that are telling him that they have not checked his pedigree or his achievements to say, okay, this is what you have achieved as a governor. Remember, he's still a governor. What he has achieved as a governor of Kogi that will warrant him elevating to the presidency. They should be able to tell Nigerians, look, Bello has achieved this in Kogi. You understand? Forget all this language that he's using, that North Central is more deserving of this thing than
he's talking for himself.
You understand? He's talking for himself. That is it. You understand? And before I thought he was like a joker, but after careful study of the man, and I discovered that look, this guy is serious with this thing. Do you know why? His tenure as a governor of Kogi State will end of 2023, meaning the general election must have been held, and the new government in place, ministers in place, all other political appointments in place. So by the time he will end his administration, he's coming out with nothing. You understand what I'm talking about? So he's seeing this battle. People are taking him for a joke, but he is taking it very serious. You understand? So that by the time, if they will give him ticket, he will vie for it with all seriousness, so that he will not lose out when he will finish from Kogi. When he finish from Kogi by December to January 2024, it means he's just there, nothing for him. So that is why he's taking it so serious. Politicians, they have their own way of talking. What, to me, if you ask me what he just said, is like intimidating the Southeast. You understand? Where the Southeast now did bad is because they have not been able to show much commitment in APC. You understand? And it seems as if the PDP, whereby is the darling party for the southeast, is like PDP at the national level. They are not too doing very well. You understand? So their chances is like slim. So at the end of the day, it's all about networking, dialogue, and lobbying here and there. Because you cannot, in politics, as far as the presidency is concerned, you must lobby, you must network, you must be able to carry along other regions. Only one region cannot produce that. You must get that to third majority from the 6 geographical zones in Nigeria. So Abelo is like intimidating the southeast for himself. You understand? Days to come, the southeast too, they will respond to his clamor. But if you ask me, I will say, look, APC should be able to show that leadership by ensuring that there is equity and fairness. President Mahmoud Buhari will serve 8 years term. That is 8 years, 2 term.
Yes.
So at least, even if there's no zoning arrangement in the constitution, at least for common sense sake, the power should rotate to another region. You understand? So the Abelo is such kind of clamor by Abelo is why
News. Have a wonderful day. Bye.